After dreaming about it for 3 long years, I finally did it at 45. I bought my little piece of heaven, a cozy riverside home in a quiet suburb outside Seattle. I'd scrimped every dime from my state job as a water resources manager, picturing lazy mornings with coffee in hand, watching the sun dance on the water from my own 40-foot wooden pier. The house needed work, sure, but that pier? It was a gem waiting to shine. The old owner had let it weather, but the structure was rock-solid treated timber, deep-set posts anchored firm in the riverbed. My first days were magic. After shifts, I'd swap suits for overalls, toolbox in tow, sanding away the grime, priming every inch, then coating it in this deep navy hue that echoed old sailing trips. I swapped wobbly rails, torqued every screw, even wired soft solar lights for those twilight vibes. I could already see it. Dawn brews right over the current, evening casts for trout, or just kicking back with a novel as the river whispered secrets. This was my reward: solitude, serenity, something truly mine. But paradise cracked open less than a week in. I was out there one crisp morning, mug steaming, when I heard gravel crunch under heels. Turning, I spotted this polished woman in her mid-50s striding up tailored blouse, crisp jeans, hair pinned like she ran the world. She carried a basket wafting blueberry scones, all smiles, but her gaze flicked to the pier like she was claiming territory. "Morning. I'm Elena Hargrove, president of the Neighborhood Association," she sang, handshake firm but eyes cool. We chatted basics: house nice. Settling okay? Scone. Harmless stuff. Then she pivoted, nodding at my pier. "The communal pier looks stunning after your touch-ups." "Communal?" My coffee nearly spilled. "Excuse me? This is my private pier, came with the deed." She laughed lightly, like I'd botched a joke, pulling a creased paper from her bag, one line glowing yellow. "All riverfront features are shared for fairness and visual unity." She thrust it at me, courtroom style. I stared, pulse quickening, but played nice new in town, right? "I'll double-check my docs, maybe a mix-up." Her smile hardened. "All business now. Our board meets Thursday at 6:30. The pier access tops the agenda. Don't miss it." As she sauntered off, I caught her muttering about ideal spot for garden club brunches. On my pier, the one I'd bled sweat into. A chill settled in my gut. She wasn't admiring. She was plotting. If I thought that was it, reality hit harder. Next dawn, an envelope jammed my door. Association header, Elena's swirling sign-off, citing my lawn at 2.5 inches over the 2-inch max. Fine, $30. I measured. She wasn't wrong by much, but come on, I'd ditched apartment life for this. Tuesday, been curbside 20 minutes late. $60 slap. Wednesday, mailbox shade off palette, mine gray. Approved, slate blue, charcoal, or taupe. $90. It snowballed. Welcome mat, too earthy. Paper lingered 10 minutes post-drop, car angled wrong in my drive. Each note screamed scrutiny, like hidden eyes timed my every move. Fines piled like accusations, Elena's flourish mocking me. Thursday's meeting? Pure ambush. The rec hall overflowed, 30 folks crammed in, glaring like I'd torched their dreams. Elena presided, stack of proof in hand, flanked by silent sidekicks. Victor Langford, her VP, shot me a smirk that screamed trouble. Tonight, the newcomer's blockade of our shared river asset. Elena boomed, laser-pointing faded blueprints at my lot. Original plans market communal. Whispers erupted. I tried speaking, but she waved me off. Victims first. One by one, they unloaded. The Whitakers griped my paint lacked approval. The Millers fumed over light sands review. Some stranger claimed I'd snagged ancestral angling spots. It felt scripted, rage too polished. When my turn came, I stayed steady. I bought for the private pier. Deed confirms it. My upgrades, my cash no blocks intended. The room boiled murmurs of ropes, none existed. Unapproved mods. Vote, 22-4 demanding access in a week. As folks filed out, an old-timer herald whispered, "You're not their first target." Chilling. Post-meeting, stakes appeared overnight. Professional posts flagged near my waterline. Trespass pure and bold. Knee-deep in the river, I snapped pics. Stickers screamed private survey firm, developer grade. Across the bend, a guy in shades watched, clipboard poised like gauging my snap. I rang Elena. Remove them, now illegal entry. She sighed. Temporary for boundary checks. We're planning access ramps. Ramps? On my land. No consent here. She snapped back, accusing me of hoarding, starving families of swims and traditions. That night, I fired a cease and desist, CC'd sheriff and assessor. Worse, mailbox tampered, lock scratched, intimidation creeping. Then Victor strolled up as I mowed, tape measuring blades, no joke. Bald, 65-ish, polo screaming ex-boss. Trouble grasping our harmony. His eyes devoured the pier, hungry. Flipping a binder, I glimpsed his firm stamped the easement years back, conflict glaring. Sunday. Home to a family picnicking on my pier-table, tunes blasting, kids swinging lights, trash strewn. Elena said communal rights. Heat surged. I booted them, then fenced Itiran, lock, sign blazing, private, no trespass. Victor materialized, ice in his voice. What are you building? Safeguard. He circled, murmuring, prime spot. Some earn it, others squander. Email followed. Fence violation, remove or face escalation. Legal bomb dropped. Firm letter demanding access or suit $20K fees, $6,000 costs, $15,000 damages. Panic hit, but staring at my Navy pier gleaming, resolve hardened. I wouldn't fold. Board meeting climax. Packed hall. Elena triumphant. Victor briefcase ready. Irrefutable proof, she crowed, blaming my stubbornness for costs. Victor unveiled a 1985 addendum, yellowed, claiming shared access for values. He read dramatically. Room ate it up. Handed to me. Red flag screamed. Chemical whiff. Not aged must. Gel ink post -85. Edges laser cut. Signature? Copied. Pressure off. Coolly. Fascinating. For court, authenticate. Forensics check paper. Ink. Script $3K. Weeks, but vital. Victor faltered, sweat beading. Elena, you skipped that. He stammered. Room tensed. Unneeded. He barked, but the bluff cracked. Chaos erupted. Recess called. Whispers of fraud. Parking lot. Victor cornered me, venom spitting. Clever boy, Vicky, no clue what you've started. Vendetta bared. Neighbors spilled dirt. Victor's decades of terror. Feeders banned. Codes called. Lines disputed. Elena raged at him publicly. You duped me. Trust shattered. I struck back. Dug state archives. Unearthing 1984 pact 20-foot river easement deeded to state for access/buffer. No private land hit water. Association's beach, illegal squat. My pier? Permitted via job. Filed report. Encroachment notice, remove or $12,000 fines/day per spot. Bankrupt threat. Picnic showdown. Crowd gathered. Elena waved demands. Deputy in tow. I planted flags. Your line ends here. Handed envelopes, injunctions filed. Gasps, shouts at Victor. We trusted you. Fallout swift. Board gutted, misses. Whitaker elected, votes mandatory, docs verified. Victor's rage peaked. 2 a.m. chainsaw frenzy. Felling association Oaks in PJs. Arrested mid. Scream $20K damage. $30,000 restitution. Probation. Therapy. Ban. Bankruptcy. Foreclosure, fled to Nevada kin. Healing bloomed. Legit public pier built. Shared fare. Apologies flowed. Elena quit. Volunteered river cleanups. Eyes wet. Ego blinded me. Victor preyed on it. My boss commended. Personal fight to public good. Case trained others. Offers poured, Einie stayed put. Now, a year on, I'm pier perched, coffee warm, river humming. Herald waves from the path. Whitaker's garden with grins. New folks in Victor's old place plant where stumps stood. What began as a spat taught. Bullies fall when facts rise. Boundaries matter. Expertise wins. But tell me, what have you done? Surrender the pier for peace, or fight tooth and nail? Are associations protectors or tyrants? Would exposing fraud make you a hero or villain? Drop thoughts below, debate. Like if it fired you up. Subscribe for more real-life showdowns. What's your take?